So Antonio Brown, they extradited him back to the United States. Now it was a belief among some people like myself that even if you get extra, the UAE, the Middle East didn't extradite. You can go there and you can hide off. It was this Irish gangster. I forget this dude's name. He was tied to many fighters and boxing people, and he was he's a guy that fled Ireland, and he was comfortably living in Saudi Arabia somewhere in the UAE. I forget the dude's name. And the United States got involved with Ireland, and they wanted to arrest this guy. All right. I don't believe they arrested him. I forget the guy's name. I don't think they arrested him. But I'm telling you, when it comes to your black ass, they're not going to spare an expense. Even in Dubai, UAE, they don't spare expenses, dog, to get you to send you back. They will let Brad slide. And what that mobster did, it was way more heinous than what Antonio Brown is being accused of. Just always remember, they spare no expense to get you, black men. They spare no expense. But for the others, they give leniency, they get grace, they make deals, and, they said the UAE, authorities, they arrested or apprehended Antonio Brown, and they sent him back to the United States. Now, he had a nice little run over there or whatever, but my thing is this, that mobster, but then again, the mobster probably brought money, and like I said, people draw the morality line when they want to draw that. So if you don't know what happened, Antonio Brown is accused of being at an Aiden Ross. I think it was a celebrity fighting event. He got into it with somebody there. I don't know who the guy was, and they tried to jump Antonio Brown because I believe I seen the video. It was a while ago. So Antonio Brown took the blicky off one of the security guards and powed, and the guy said he grazed him. Now, I find it funny how you got a lot of these weird streamers, these dudes that never would have been popular back in the day. All of a sudden they got this motion. Like, what are you even doing at an Aiden Ross event? Fucking Sambo. Why are you even doing there? Right, you there with a bunch of law-abiding, goofy ass niggas. That's what you are. You with a whole bunch of goof troops. If you slap them, they're gonna press charges for aggravated assault. That's what it is. You there with a whole bunch of peons. So this dude was like African or something that he popped at, and they tried to jump him. And I forget what it was over, what they said it was over, but they tried to jump Antonio Brown. So he grabbed the fire. He grabbed that God damn it off the security, allegedly off him. And he said it grazed him, and he testified. Or he put a witness statement. So he grazed me, and they called it attempted murder. Now, he done said some wild shit about a lot of different people out here, Antonio Brown. He done ran his mouth about a lot of prominent people. So he gave him that opportunity to do that to him. My thing is this. You tried to jump me, on some gangster shit, but then you turn around and you file a police report. That's the type of crowd you're dealing with Aiden Ross. These dudes that make all these racist remarks, and I've seen them. They make all these racial remarks, use y'all Sambo ninjas, make these racist remarks, and then when you slap them, they want to say, "Oh, I'm calling the police, I'm pressing charges." Why you want to be around them type of people? That's $1 million question. Why do you even want to be around them type of people? Basically, they slap you in the back of your head, you punch them in the mouth. They like, I ain't do nothing to them. That's what they doing. A bunch of goofballs. But y'all sit here and y'all y'all go fuck with anybody who got motion. And we all know who determines who have motion. That's why the streamers don't, really none of them got talent, but the iSpeed guy, he got athletics. Ain't none of that shit pleasing to watch. To anybody that remember when Hollywood was half decent, when you had Family Matters, Step by Step, Malcolm in the Middle, when you had real good movies, even the bad movies that what people consider wasn't Oscar, nominated Demolition Man or Bloodsport, or you had even those type of Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which was a terrible movie, but it was still pretty good. You had good quality, content. Anybody that was around with Hollywood was good quality content. The Heat, The Godfather, good. I mean, we can go on and on and on. Money Talks Friday, when it was creativity in Hollywood, when it was talent. Chris Tucker, Mel Gibson, Bruce Willis, Sandra Bullock was talented. You know, I ain't saying she the greatest thing going on, but you had talent. Denzel Washington, Samuel L. Jackson. You had Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci. You had a bunch of talented people. And you look around in Hollywood today, who's talented? All the people that's the talented actors and actresses, they getting up there. They getting up there. So I just find it funny. I find it real funny, man. I find it real funny. Real funny, man. I find it absolutely funny as hell. I really do. I find it absolutely funny as hell. So they allow these lames like Aiden Ross and these geeks and nerds, and y'all get behind them. And that's all they got to do. All they got to do is push the bullshit through the algorithm. You see, they not forced to apologize to say the racist things that they say. And then they had the two brothers, Castanat, the Tether, and Speed in the shower together. You see the humiliation rituals. This is what happens when you take their money. This is what happens when you take your money. When you take their money, they got to humiliate you, especially if you're not one of them. Only reason they ain't gonna clap Drake is because he one of them for suing. So I be trying to tell y'all, bro, at what price is your soul? And a lot of y'all brothers creating content and y'all, but man, I'm quit because, I ain't moving away. They don't want you to move the way you move. I think it's a badge of honor when they stop your numbers from going up because they know you speaking the truth and you authentic. Yeah, they telling you only reaching 100 people, but you could be reaching 100,000 people because they don't want people to wake up and understand the thing. But that's what Antonio Brown get for aligning himself with them nerds. Y'all so quick to jump ship and interview with DJ Vlad. Y'all so quick to go team up with the small hat community, Aiden Ross. Y'all so quick to do that. But when it come to starting a podcast with our brothers and helping helping smaller podcasts or smaller entrepreneurs out, y'all don't be doing that shit, bro. Y'all don't be doing that shit. Really, it ain't nothing but a few real podcasts. And most of them basketball or sports podcasts or basketball podcasts. You ever notice all these podcasts is a brother with a brother is always another with them packed up with. They always tag team with the other, and the other is not even talented. Shaq podcast, Draymond podcast, it's only a few real podcasts out there that's strictly brothers. Tony Allen and Zebo. Like I said, basketball podcast. I think Paul George got an other on there. Like for what? I think Patrick Beverly got an other on there. But Club 520 is one of the ones of strictly brothers, from what I see. The Knucklehead podcast, 2 brothers. Tony Allen and Zebo, 2 brothers. Guild Arena, brothers. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. Antonio Brown is an idiot. I ain't defending him, but yeah, you see, when they come to your black ass, they gonna bring you back. So hit the link tree, join the Patreon, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Peace.